Hi everybody, my name is Kelly and I am an environmental educator at the Urban Ecology Center and I am placed at Washington Park. Now, in the summer, Washington Park is the place to be. You may wonder why, and that's because we have so many mulberry trees. Mulberry trees are fast growing. They come off a deciduous tree, which means that they lose their leaves in the fall and they come back in the spring and summer. And they prefer moist and warm soils, so you might see a lot of these trees around the pond. Mulberries are rich in vitamin E, vitamin K1, vitamin C, iron, and potassium. They also hold a lot of fiber, and they're perfect for kids. For this recipe, you'll need 4 cups of mulberries, a half a cup of white or brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of pectin, 2 cups of water, and canning jars. Alright, so I knew that mulberries were in season, so I decided to go out and go mulberry picking. Like I said, Washington Park is the perfect place. If you go there today, all of the mulberries are extremely ripe. So you'll see me here picking mulberries off of the Washington Park mulberry trees. It took me only about an hour and a half to get half a bucket of mulberries. Usually the mulberries, you don't have to pick them with a lot of pressure, or you don't have to put a lot of work into it. If they're ripe, they'll just fall off right into your hands, just like this one. Okay, once you've gotten all your mulberries, you can put 4 cups in a colander like this. Now, when I was pouring all my mulberries into my colander, I made sure that I took out all the leaves similar to that one and sticks out. You want to make sure that your mulberries are clean. There's a high chance that you might get some bugs while you're picking. No worries. Usually you can just pick them out and take them right back outside. Sift through them, make sure that there aren't any leaves or sticks, and go ahead and wash them. Alright, so I put all of my mulberries on a medium heat. This isn't on camera, but I did put 1 cup of water into my pot along with the mulberries, and then I made sure that it was on the medium heat, and about 15 to 20 minutes later it started to boil like this. I added 1 extra cup of water, you would want to add half a cup of white or brown sugar. Some people prefer white and some people prefer brown. I personally preferred brown. Some people do say that if you add brown sugar that it will be a little bit overpowering. So I think it's all a matter of like how sweet you want your mulberry jam to be. I added half a cup of brown sugar and it came out perfect in my opinion. Alright, so this is the tricky part. I wanted to add pectin so it can thicken up. So I took out some of the mulberry juice and I mixed it with pectin separately, and then I added it right back to the mulberry jam. Okay, but before you put any mulberry jam anywhere, you want to make sure that you sterilize your jars. You just have to boil your jars for about 5 minutes or more, and then you should be good to go. And that's the finished product. I got 5 mini 8-ounce jars from 4 cups of mulberries. Now, I knew I wanted to use this mulberry jam somehow, so I thought of an amazing recipe, and I went to go get the freshest ingredients. Alright, so to make the sandwich, I got a brioche bun. I decided that the bun was a little bit too much bread for my liking, so I decided to cut some of it off. It looks a little silly. I got some softened butter and spread it on the outside of the bun. I will be putting this sandwich on a skillet and pressing it down so it can be similar to a panini. Okay, I got some provolone and some ham from a local deli. I decided that I wanted to make a ham and cheese sandwich with a mulberry spread. And this is the finished product. I think the mulberry jam came out really nicely. If you make it, please let us know how it turns out. Alright, so this is the finished product for the sandwich. I cut it right in half and set it right on a plate. It was wonderful. The sweet mulberry jam with the salty ham was perfect. I really hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any extra time on your hands, make sure you stop by at Washington Park and pick some fresh mulberries. Let me know what you think. Bye!